Let me just see. I thought I had it, but obviously I did not. I'm sorry. Uh-oh. Okay, let's see. Let me just check. I'm by myself. I don't think Betty is going to be here. So let me just check how I look on Facebook. I think I'm okay on YouTube. Let me just see. Hey, Len, how are you? I'm trying to do this on both YouTube and Facebook. I'm just going to put my hand here and wait till it catches up. Can someone send a comment or a okay. All right. I think we've got it. That's just my hand trying to see what I can figure out. Okay. Good morning. Good morning. May not be the best picture, but I am going to do my best. And today we're going to be doing foils and resin. Plus, at some point, I will be announcing a giveaway. Hey, Leona, how are you? Hope you're well. Can everyone hear me? Can everyone see me? Please send some hearts on Facebook if you can. Okay, so I've done foil earrings before, and you may have seen me. Thank you for sharing, Leona. I appreciate that. But today we're going to be working with foils, and I've described what foils are on a prior video. And I am, hold on, why did it disappear? Okay, I think, oh, you are? Okay, hello, Carol. Thank you for sprinkling, Elizabeth. I'm going to try and cover both as best as I can. But this is going to be exciting because it's my first time doing both together. I'm a little bit tired of having to download my videos onto YouTube. So this way I won't have to do it. Thank you, Lynn. Okay, so these were blank earrings. And I prepped these, but I'm going to show you how you would prep them. And we've done described foils before, so I'm not going to do it today. But if anyone has any questions, please post your questions. And I don't know why my comments are back. These are all wood blanks that I got either from Amazon or from Michael's. And this is step by step how I prepped these that are in front of me. So I'm going to show you exactly what to do in order to prep them. Now I'm using just regular acrylic paint, and I'm going to paint these just like that. It's very simple. Hi Linda, how are you? I hope you're well. And when I prepped the other ones, I did have gloves on because I didn't want everything to get messed up. So I painted, most of them are painted front and back. Just like this. Just needed a little bit more for here. And we're going to put these aside and let them dry. So all I did is paint the pieces that I wanted, as you can see. And I'm going to set these aside to dry because I really don't need them anymore. That we have to wait till they dry. But in the meantime, I also prepped some others with paint, and they're already dry. And let's get this one and this one. This one I did not paint the back. Then after they dried, and sometimes it's best to do 2 coats. I'm using the foil adhesive by APS. No worries, everybody seems to be in the cars. And that's what's going to be used to adhere, to be able to place the foil adhesive. So all I'm doing is applying a little bit on, and this is like a dauber. And I'm just going to dab this on. Now I don't know if these will be ready by the time we finish because they need 45 minutes. Hey Cindy, how are you? Just dabbing a little bit more. I might have put too much on. You can dab, or you can sorry, my husband's walking through the room. I don't think he realizes I'm on a live, but okay, so I've just applied this well. And when you apply it, you'll notice that the adhesive goes on milky white, but then it dries. So I'm going to close this up, and I would, if you buy, when you buy this adhesive, I'd advise you to put some, what's it called? Petroleum jelly, or yeah, petroleum jelly on the rim so that you don't get it stuck. Now mine is very old, and that's why it looks like it's a mess, but it's not. Yours will be in a smaller container. I have 4-ounce containers on my website, and I also have a sample sizes in my package that you can try out. So now I'm going to set these aside with the ones I painted prior, because the ones I painted prior are still wet and we don't need those. Oh, I did it to all of these. And I'm just going to make sure this does not move around on me. So that I can start working. Now these have been sitting with the foil adhesive for over 45 minutes. Ideally, and depending on your temperature, they should be maybe 45 minutes to an hour. Typically, if it's a bigger piece, or actually even if it's those, I would leave them overnight and have them ready for the very next day. Now, we have many different kinds of foils. We have ones that are gold on both sides, and that is wonderful for glass because you'll be able to see gold on both sides. We have this one. This is a new one. It's a transparent one. And I'd love to use it on one of these, but the only thing is the pattern might be too big. So that's another thing that you need to be aware of. I have smaller patterns like this one. Then they're all on my website, which would look great over black, over red, over blue, over the cream color that I did. Then we have, I'm just showing you a few of the ones that we have. We have this, which could work on some of them, but it might again be too big. This one would definitely be too big because look at the size of the flowers. So you wouldn't want to use something like this. So let's put this aside. And I have over 160 of them for you to choose from. We have plain ones. And let me show you. These came in, they're on my website. And I think I want to try the green today. And this one is a hologram, a rainbow, so I want to try this one. And it's plain, I'll just show you. It's plain green. These stickers are a pain in the neck. I usually replace them. And whilst we're at it, actually, I'm going to cut a piece of this so that we don't have to keep pulling them out. Now, when you're cutting these, make sure you're nowhere near the sticky ones, because the sticky ones will be catching the sticky earrings, I mean. They'll be catching the earrings. This is another new one I haven't used yet, and it's a transparent one. And that would look good on blue, on a cream. I don't think it would show up that much on the black, but we can try it. Let me cut a piece of this one off as well, so I don't have to keep opening. And you don't know, you need very much. This is more than enough. So let's put this one aside. There's this one, which is called Shea Floral. This one I'm going to be using, not today, but I'm going to be using it on a cap or a baseball hat. And I love this one. This one looks great over white. But again, the pieces are too big, so this one I'm definitely going to be doing over the next couple of days with the hat. I have this one, which is supposed to be a Halloween one. But again, the pieces are too big. So when you're choosing your foils, choose them with the project in mind. If it's a small project, pick smaller prints. Or if it doesn't really matter what kind you have, oh, this one just flew off. Then this one is called Eastern Tool Leather. This one, although the pattern is big, you can pick a part of the pattern and use that. Now I have other smaller ones. Let me just put this one away. I have so many that I tend to forget the names. I'm also going to, all the ones I've shown you, I think, except for the rattan, which was the last one, and this one, are actually foils that you can use on textiles. And on the website, it will tell you, I hope, on all of them, whether they're textile or whether they're not textile. If they're non-textiles, you cannot use on clothing. This one I know is a non-textile, but look at that. It's beautiful. I also have other different ones that are already cut up. We have animal print. We have plain. We have flowers. And we have a kind of a plain, but not completely plain. It's got a little movement on it. So now I've shown you what we have, or some of the ones we have. I'm going to start doing the demo. And there's this one, which I think I might use as well. So I'm going to put these away from my earrings. All these earrings, as I said, they've been prepped. Now, the other thing we need to talk about, besides the prepping, is what color do you put under the foil? Why did I paint this red? Why did I paint these black or cream or light blue or dark blue? That all depends on the base color or the main color of your foil. Like this one, you could use on black, even though there's navy. You can probably use on red. You can use on gold. I should have done a couple of gold ones, but I didn't. So this one you can basically use on anything. This one is more of a solid covering, so you could probably use that on something. So let's try it on, let's see. Now you've seen all of those. I'll be able to take them off and try them. Now all of these I'm doing in pairs. So I'm going to use this one on here. And you apply the foil always with the side up. Always. Thank you, Cindy. And you can either rub it with your hand. You could rub it with a paper towel. And you can also use like a toothbrush, a nail scrubber, one of these kitchen tools, or this one. So let's just see how this one is. And again, depending on the type of project that you're working on, the bigger the project, the bigger the brush. So I rubbed it on, and for some reason this one did not come out completely. So I'm going to scrub it again. I should have brought a toothbrush down, but you can see how it's transferring. Now these do not transfer 100%. They're not supposed to. They weren't actually created for the purpose of using for decoration. And if you notice right here, this did not go through. It could be because I didn't apply enough adhesive. It could be because I didn't scrub enough, or it could be the grain of the wood that's not taking everything in. So I'm going to put it back down again and scrub a little more and see if I can get any more off. I got more on, and there's just a little bit left for me to try and add on. And I didn't scrub here. I know I didn't, because I can feel it sticky. I can put it back, and you can see from this shape that here I did not scrub. So I'm going to attempt, it doesn't always work, to put this back on and see if I can get a cleaner print. I don't think I put it on correctly, but if you get this much transfer, then you're doing great. Now, make sure that you put these in a non-dusty area, cover them with Tupperware, cover them with something, because the least amount, like this is dust, this is dust, this is something that I put on and touched it. So let's try another foil. Although I was planning on doing them in pairs, it's more important that you see the process. And let's see this one. Oh, let's try another color. Let's try a red. Now, wood absorbs a lot and very quickly. Let's try this way. So it could be also that you may not have applied the adhesive sufficiently on there. So let me see now. See, this one is almost perfect. And this one I did with red. Now let's try the same one using the same colors on, say, this color, on cream. This one doesn't feel very sticky, but let's try. Let's try that right here. So before you do any of your project, it's always advisable to test it. This one did not come out very well because I don't think I put enough adhesive on. It didn't feel very tacky. But also, this is not a color that I would use, although look at this. It got quite a good transfer because you can see through it. But this is not a color that I would use with this pattern, and I did this on purpose so that you could see why the color underneath is so important. Now, if I had done this on this one, which is a blue, and let me try and get this one here, and use this. This was a blue one. And by the way, you can see from just, I'll show you in a second actually, how many pairs of earrings you can do with a small size. Let's see. See, this also did not come through as much, even though here it shows it. But it doesn't look as bad as this one because the base color was blue. It's not a pretty pattern the way I set it up, but you can tell that the base color is really important. Now, the areas that didn't get maybe well covered, because they have the base color in here, like the navy blue, will work. I mean, I'm not particularly fond of this particular pattern, but this would be the difference between using a good color versus a bad color. Let's try one of the new ones. And now, some of these, you won't be able to tell which side is the wrong side, because you put the pretty side up when it's a non-transparent foil, but on a transparent foil, you need to test it, because I really don't know which side is the pretty side. And the way you do that, usually I try when I'm sending them out to put a piece of tape on the foil so that you'll know that this is the top side. So but just in case, say I forgot, what you would do is get a piece of tape, Scotch tape, any tape, and put it on here. Now, if it pulls up, which this one did, don't know if you can see, you'll know that this is the side that has to go at the bottom. So let's put this on here so that I won't forget. And let's try this on this one. This one is not an earring, it's an ornament. So let's see, let's pick somewhere good. Yes, you can. And I'll go through that. I would first, before you do that, Cindy, I would either put, if you feel it not very tacky, some of them may not be tacky or very tacky. If you have not put any foil on, I would add another coat of glue. If you have foiled them like this one, what I would do is seal it with any sealer, reapply the color you want, the base color, and then apply the adhesive and leave it for 45 minutes to an hour, and then you will be able to apply the foil again. Now, this is a Christmas ornament, but it looked like an earring. And this is not a very good color because the red didn't really come out. I can see it, but I doubt very much whether you can. You can see the silver very well, and if that's the look you want, then that's great. You can see some red here, here, here. I don't know if it will show in the camera. Yeah, you can see some of it in the camera, I can see. So let's try this on, say, a cream one. Let me see, I like this bit here. The ones that don't have color are the ones that are not colored in the foil. So you'll see some red, some pink, and some silver. So this would be a better color than this one, unless you don't care if any of the red shows through. Now, let's try it on red. I don't think it would work on red, unless it would probably work the same as the black. But let's try it. I haven't tried this one before. So let's try this one here. Again, it's not going to show up except for the silver. Because the base is red. So I would, if I was to do anything with this, I would more than likely do maybe a blue. Let's try, I have a dark blue. Let's put, these three are all the same item. This is like a very dark blue. And let's see if we can get anything out of this. Yep, look at this. You get the red, you get the silver, and look at all these three. It's the same paper, the same colors, but look at all those four, how different they all look. So let me move those to the side, and let's try the hologram green. Let me do this one. Oops. You see, I touched the tape, so some of it came off. This is the hologram. This one would be great for holidays. And as I said, this one I have not tried before, so I need to scrub a little bit more. It looks good, but not good enough for me. Let's do this. Let me see if going in here. Some are easy release foils and some are not. This one seems to be a bit harder on wood to get off, but it's coming off. If I had brought the toothbrush, it would have been much, much better, because I can concentrate on smaller areas. See, I still got some black here and some black here. So let's try it again. And I'm going to use my nail because I don't have my toothbrush. I could keep on scrubbing. I can feel this is still tacky, so I can still do it. But I'm not going to, because I know, and look at how well it covered. It released quite a bit. And this was on black. Now, if I do this on, say, a pattern like this one, it doesn't really matter, especially because it's a plain paper, how much of it goes on, because it already has a pattern. Hi, Jill. How are you? How are you, my friend? This one still doesn't have everything, and I know that there are grooves in here, so I might have to use my nails because I don't have my toothbrush. So I've got more on here. It doesn't really matter if I I've got glue stuck on here and here. If it's not completely covered, because it already has a pattern, but you can also take and look at the pattern it's left behind. You can tell the areas that did not have glue because they're open spaces and how that looks. Now it'll probably do the same on white and on red. This one will work on all of them. See, it took off a little bit more because I was scrubbing more. Now what you would do is do this side, and I would seal, always seal your project before turning over to do the other side. I would turn it over, apply foil, wait again. That's if you want to do it two-sided, or you can leave it painted black. But for here, I don't apply glue adhesive. What I would do is get one of those Posca pens. Let me see. I think that's the only thing I did not bring. Maybe I did. Let me see. I have a white Posca. Let's just use the white. Oh, maybe I have other colors. Let me see. The only ones I have are white. Oh, maybe this one. This one might be a gold one. Let me see. And let me just push this down. And what you would do is do this to finish your edges. And all of this I would do before discussing even resin. Now, if you're doing resin, which we're going to do, and we're going to be using UV resin, because they're so, you can use the regular AB resin. But see how much more presentable this looks than, say, this. If I had other colors, I would use them. But with this one, for example, I would also use gold because there's gold in here. But the edges would be finished so much better when you do this. Thank you, Betty. I was shopping. But see this? This looks so much better than, say, not doing this. Let's try it with this one. Typically, I would use gold on most of them. Unless it's quite clear that gold does not work. But see, again, and you can see a little bit of the gold going around. So all in all, I would say that this would finish it off quite well. Let's try the transparent ones. Now, I don't know how many of those we're going to go through because I do want to do the, hi, Teresa. Welcome. Thank you for joining. Let's try this. No, let's do this one. And see how well this would look on here. And this one, I wouldn't necessarily put tape on because you can see the brighter yellow on the good side, on the pretty side. Until transparents came out, it was so easy. We would always say pretty side up. But with the transparents, it's hard to do that. It needs some more. Did I not put enough on here? Or is it because the wood has, the grain of the wood is annoying? Let's see. Okay, see, now it's transferring better. I had to push harder with my nail. Let's see. We could do a little bit better. Don't lift up your piece, your foil, before you check everything. Because it, for instance, in a pattern like this one, it's very hard to remove or to replace exactly where you want it. So if you see this, it's almost, I'm showing it to you on black. Hold on. We got quite a bit out of it. So I'm very happy with this one. And let's try the gold one. There's the gold one. Oops. Let's do this one. This one is double-sided gold. It's called, oops, it's gold, Harvest Gold. And this really works well for glass. So let's find, you can see some of it has come off. Let's do this. When you do it with your fingers also, these foils like heat. So let me just do this. This one came out fine, but I want some more. I pulled it off before I was supposed to, by accident. And I could keep on scrubbing because this is what was still tacky. And it doesn't matter which way I put it. It would still work because it's a solid piece, a solid color. So with this one, I would do the gold again. I wanted to try a couple more, like this one, for example. Let's see this one. The one that I told you would be too big. Let's try it on here. It doesn't feel very tacky though. I wonder if the glue absorbed the wood, was absorbed into the wood. Yeah, this one, I think I might have forgotten to put anything on. It didn't feel tacky at all. So it's quite possible that you would forget some, because I did quite a few and I was trying to do them in order. And I don't remember why this one. Actually, you know what? I want to try something. I'm just getting this, my transfer thing. Maybe that would help me get things in the grooves. Seeing I don't have my nail brush. Oh, yeah, it won't work without the glue. Now, see, this is a big pattern, and it's not really going to work for a small piece like this. Now, I sell sample sizes, which have 2 ounces of glue and 20 different samples of different foils. Some will be textile, some will be non-textile. They're 6 by 12. It's just to give you an idea of what you can do. But see this one? The pattern is too big. It did transfer, but it's too big for the size of the item I was using. Let's try, you know which one I want to try? The copper. This is one of my favorites. And this one I know is an easy transfer. You don't have to scrub too much. We'll try the sample ones. It'll be a mystery because they're ones that I chose. And they're different. Varieties. But look at this one. And this one is an easy transfer, you can tell, because look at the pieces that are coming off. But look at this. And this one over wood is amazing. I love this one over a frame. Let's try the last one I'm going to do before we start the resin. Is a small one, a small flower. This is the size that you would get, by the way. It's 6 by 12. So you're getting quite a good amount. Which one should I do? Let me just do this one. Yeah. That's from one of the sample packs that I got. Who's asking? This scrub brush I got, I think, from IKEA. But you can find them all over. I'm pretty, yeah, it's IKEA. But you get a nail brush, you can get anything. This one did not transfer well. Again, because I probably did not put enough. Or I did put enough, but the wood is not, the wood absorbed it, and there's not lumps, but the grain of the wood is weird. This is one I would not do over black. It's still sticky. I would not do this over black. Let's see if I have a white one left. Yeah, I do. Let's see this one over white. I'm just using a transfer tool, but sometimes you might scratch it if you're using a transfer tool, but I don't mind on these because look at the difference in color between this one and this one. Okay, let me move these out of the way so that we can do some resin. And none of them are, let me just put these here. And I just want to make sure I don't have any of them touching. I'm just going to put them up here. And we're going to get our resining machine. And on a couple of them, we might do something a little bit different. So this is my UV light. And we just get a couple of these. And I should put gloves on. Some people say that UV resin. Hi, Miriam. How are you? Just some people say it doesn't matter, but it does to me. So let's try resining a couple. I know I want to do this one and I want to do this one. Let's just do a few. Now there are two types, well, there's more than two types of UV resin. I have two types right here. I have the clear hard type or the high viscosity. And I never understood what the difference was between them because nobody ever explained it. The high viscosity is one where you can dome, like get a dome and it won't fall off. It's thicker. It's not as liquidy. It's harder or firmer than this. The clear hard type is liquidy. So let's start by, say, doing this one. So I don't know if you can tell, I would put a little bit on. And I'm just going to use this tool that I found on Amazon that I can spread my UV resin on with. So I'm just spreading it with it. And before we start, whilst this is oh, everyone is good. I was with Nicholas yesterday. He's adorable. Now, when you're doing this, make sure that you don't close up the hole. If you do, it's okay. It's not a big deal because you can always drill it. But you can also put a toothpick in here to make sure it does not. I'm going to put it in here. I'm not going to start working on it yet. Actually, let's do, I don't even know what. Hold on one second. Oops. I just kind of lost something. I'm just trying to find myself again because it dropped. Okay. Now with this one, I'm going to put a little bit more. I mean, a little bit. And I'm going to show you something that I really love doing. Make sure you close your UV resin, because if it's near a UV light, it is going to and these don't weigh very much. The foil really does not add any weight on. Let's put these two in. And I'm putting both the top and the bottom on. I somehow lost the middle one of this. I think I'm back on YouTube. I'm going to put this on for 2 or 3 minutes. And whilst I'm doing that, let me just put my gloves back on without putting 2 fingers in one place. And let's do this one. And maybe this one. Just going to put a little bit more. So we're just going to do this one. We're going to add a couple of things to it. But the first layer is going to be in here. And I made the mistake of putting this near the UV light. So look at how sensitive the UV is. Look at this. It has started drying because of the light. The light is right here, and it's already started drying. So that's not a good idea to do. But look at this. So don't have your UV resin on if you're applying your machine, if you're applying the UV resin. So I'm going to wait till this gets done before I start on these. And then I'm going to tell you about the giveaway. And I did have a piece of paper that gave me all the details. Okay. Okay, this is off. And as you can see, this looks amazing. Oops. As does this. Now on this one, after I finish applying the resin on those two, I'm going to apply some rhinestones. And let's see what happens. Clear hard, high viscosity. Let's try the high viscosity on this one. But you see how it's falling down? Do you see the lines that it's making? It's more, it's thicker. It doesn't move as well. It's a bit harder to move, but this is great if you want to dome something. And let's try it on this one. I'm just moving it around. This one does not lay down as well as the other one. It does not flow. So let's do this one. And then I will tell you about the giveaway. I'm going to be doing a giveaway on YouTube. And the first thing you would need to do is subscribe to my channel on YouTube. And Betty, if you could just put that in for me, that would be great. I want you to like this video. And then I need you to comment with your funniest craft fail. Whatever fails you've had with crafting, I want the funniest one. Now, if you're not public, I will not be able to see you that you've subscribed. So that's the only unfortunate thing. You have to be a YouTube that's public, that I can see. And these are the three things. And what I'm going to be giving away is going to be this piece of Would You Bend. One of these, it's 2 wings, and separately there's a little girl there. This is one piece and the girl, and you can use them together. You can cut here, heat it up and cut it, and use these as 2 separate wings. So you can do 3 things with it. Use this and this as one. Use these 2 on one project and this on another. Or you can cut it right down the middle and use this one on one project, this one on another project, and this one on a third project. And I'm going to give you until the 24th of September in order to do that. And it's going to be on this video that's labeled foil, resin, and giveaway. So if you want, I can repeat what you need to do. It has to be by the 24th. I will make an announcement on the 24th before 11th. Well, I'll check everything. Actually, let's do it till the 23rd, and then I have the 23rd overnight a chance to pick out the names. So let's say it ends the 23rd. Thank you, Betty, for writing that down. Now, supposing you wanted to decorate, add a little bit more decoration. This green won't work. I'm just picking out from what I have here. This is red. That won't work. Or will it? Let me see if I can have yeah, I do right here. We're going to use these gold gems and decorate one of our earrings. And where's my glue? That's right there. And I thought I had my pen right here. This one has no pen. Let's see what this one does. No. I know it was here. Okay, well, I'm going to try and do it by hand, but so I'm just putting glue dots here. You can put as many as you like. And it's just for the effect. see if I can pull this off. Oh, there it is, right here. Makes it so much easier. Right. Eh? Right. Okay. Hey, Ari, how are you? So I'm just adding these gems on. And you can pick any color you want. I just didn't want red. Thank you, Ari. So I hope you will participate in the giveaway. And I'll make the announcement during the live on the 24th. So make sure you have everything entered by the 23rd. So this is something else you can do on top of the resin. Or if you didn't want to resin, you can also just seal it and add this. Use any sealer you like. And then we've got these. This one is done. And don't forget to add the gold or whatever color you want. And you could put some rhinestones on this one, and maybe I'll do that and make a post and post it. So have fun, enjoy it, and I will see you soon. Take care, everyone. And thank you so much for joining. I appreciate that.